So the prognosis at that period of time, and as I was going through rehab and being an outpatient and having things healed, was that it would not be able to get back to play the game because of the perceived damage that they thought I had taken place. But it becomes a mindset, and I really have to say this, playing the game of sports, no matter what it may be, football specifically, it's all part of, you go through, let's just say growing up, you go through injuries. I mean, let's say growing up, I don't think there's a kid out there that hasn't fallen down, come up with some pulled muscle or a sprain, maybe a broken finger or maybe a leg or knee at one time. So and one of the things that I come to learn growing up is that, that hurts, it heals, and then you're back out playing in 2-3 days or a week or a month or whatever it might be, but you're back out playing. And so that was kind of the mindset that you had and how you approached this. And as I looked at myself, I said, okay, fine. Well, you're damaged. Well, you've been hurt before. At least you didn't lose an arm or leg in this endeavor. Injured, yes, but okay, fine, it'll heal. And you start working out again, and you start overcoming those obstacles. And so being in the hospital or attached to the hospital at that time, they gave me some time to be able to start working out when I needed it. And so when my obligation was fulfilled, I had a chance to then go back to the Steelers. And I went back to training camp that year in 1970. And it took its toll. I wasn't as prepared as I thought I would be. But they kept me through training camp for whatever reason. And it was the end of the training camp when Chuck Knoll took me aside and said, hey, listen, we put you on. We're going to cut you and release you. And we want you to come back next year, do what's necessary, what needed to be done. And it was devastating because maybe I thought I could hang on. And the next morning I got a call from Dan Rooney, Mr. Rooney, Art Rooney's son, who was running the organization. And he said, I'm sorry I wasn't there. He said, I talked to the coach. He said, for what you did for our country, I'm going to give you an opportunity, and we're going to put you on injured reserve, have our doctors take a look at you and see what needs to be done. And they bought me a year. And I came back the following year, a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. I made the taxi squad. So really, they bought me 2 years to heal, 2 years to get, as I had said, to get stronger. And by 1972, I came back again, a little bit stronger. And I was leading a ground gainer during the exhibition season. Now, we played 6 games during that period of time. Good enough to make the team, never carried the ball the remaining part of the season, but hey, better than the year before. And I came back again the following season, a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, leading ground gainer again during the exhibition season. Thank you very much. Got to carry the ball once during that season, better than the year before. And then all of a sudden I thought, let's be honest, I came back, and I struggled to make the team. I finally got 5 years of credit towards my retirement because of their good nature and so on. I thought maybe my life's going in another direction. And so after that season in 73, I left the team to find my life's work. I ended up in Chicago working for the insurance agency at the time. When I got a call, and I think this becomes very important because we have this happen in our life. I got a call from a teammate of mine, Andy Russell, who was captain of the Steelers, and he was coming into Chicago. He said, let's get together. I already made the decision I wasn't going back, and so I declined very politely. He pushed, I declined some more. Then he asked me that question, why? And the only thing I could blurt out was, well, I quit. I'm not coming back, Andy. My life's going in another direction. And he said, you can't quit. He said, if you quit, think about it. what you have already done, you've already made a decision for that coaching staff. Do you like them well enough to make decisions for them? He said, no, your responsibility, if this is what you want to do, is that you come back and you make them make a decision. You back them in their corner. You give them every reason to either keep you or release you. But God, you don't cut yourself. The reality of this life is that we're all expendable. The reality of this life is we all can be cut at any time. But if this is what you want, then you don't cut yourself. And maybe it was just the arm twisting I needed from an older brother I didn't have. And I went back. And everything that I had perceived, did take place. And I had to fight with every free agent, draft choice, and rookie once again to be able to make the team. Leading ground gainer during the exhibition season. Thank you very much. Now, the reason I tell you that I was a leading ground gainer wasn't because of the fact I was bigger, faster, or better than all the other running backs. It was the simple fact that I played more than anybody else. During that period of time. I carried the ball more than anybody else during that period of time. Given those two simple statistics, I better be the leading ground gainer during that period of time, because all they were providing for me was an opportunity to make the team, and they had to keep me. And I was the 5th running back out of 4 at the beginning of the season, back playing special teams. When unbeknownst to us, Franco Harris, our starting fullback, gets hurt. The backup becomes the starter. I become the backup to the backup. Wow. I hadn't been there before. So with the renewed vigor, first game, second game, third game, fourth game, the backup gets hurt. And I'm inserted in the game, along with my running mate, a guy by the name of Preston Pearson. He finished his career with the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you this only because right before the half, he scooted 43 yards down the sideline, scored to give us a lead. Now we're going on halftime. We go over assignments adjustment, and I'm thinking to myself, who's going to start the second half? Maybe those guys that got you the lead in the first half, and we get to start the second half. And as a team, we win that game. Following week, everybody's still banged up, so Preston and I get to start, and as a team, we win that game. And the week thereafter, it's a Monday night game, an extra day of healing. Franco, now becomes healthy. Damn. But that's okay. At least I got a chance to play, show, prove what we could do. And prior to the breakout of that team, Chuck Noll said, or our backfield coach actually said, listen, Rock, you and Franco will start tonight. Momentarily after the stand, I was quite confused. I didn't know how we both could play the same position at the same time. When it finally dawned, I was going to play the fullback position. I was going to play the other running back position. Nobody told me that. I wish they would have. I'd been better prepared getting into the game, but we got a chance to start that game. And as a team, we won that game. So we get to start the following week. And as a team, we won that game. And we started the remaining part of that season. Bradshaw, Franco, and myself. And my God, we win the division. And we go to the playoffs. And we win the playoffs. And we go to the Super Bowl for the first time. And we win the Super Bowl. And I play 6 more years. And we win 3 more Super Bowls. And in 1976, Franco and I became the second set of running backs at that time in the history of the NFL, each to gain 1,000 yards rushing apiece in the same year. And after 12 years, I retired. Now, I tell you that context because that is the story, and it's about not giving up, having a focus, doing what is necessary in your life to be able to get to that point. Working out, getting bigger, getting stronger, and having a sense of commitment. I had a small price or a piece in which I operated. Franco was our biggest running back, and I was just part of that backfield. But be able to be a starting running back within that team was the greatest thing that ever happened.
It was amazing because we watched all those Super Bowl years really, really closely, and the thing that surprised us at the time was that you and Franco nailed 1,000 yards.
Right.
Last time it was done was Larry Zonka, Mercury Morris, good old Dolphins. We followed them closely too, because we always perceived you, I think correctly, as a blocking back, a fullback style. And boy, I'll tell you what, you smashed some face out there, Rocky, as a blocker, dude. Dude,
I find a spot of being able to do something to be able to fit into that.
Yeah, because we'd pictured you as, again, that workhorse, and to see you and Franco both as 1,000-yard rushers It was really cool, and we noticed it because it was so far beyond what our kind of label of you was, that
Right.
utility fund. A total side note too. A lot of people don't know. I watched Franco Harris play for the Seattle Seahawks for the last year of his career.
That's right. You did.
He did nothing, but I'll tell you what, I was gonna tell you this too, Rocky. We really respected Franco out in Seattle. He did no numbers, of course. It was the twilight of his career and stuff, but we
Right.
really respected him as we would you, just for your body of work in the game.
Yeah.
So Franco Harris could just stroll out on the football field in Seattle, and they'd applaud him, honestly, just for
Yeah.
his body work, just like
Right.
you.